This is Coogan Cassius for IFL TV in association with
Checking the till.
IFL TV in association with Macklin Marbella. With me, I've got Billy Joe Saunders, mandatory challenger to the WBO middleweight crown. How are you?
Not too bad, mate. Not too bad.
Yeah. How many press conferences have you done with this?
I lost count out of 50.
I think this is the last one before your final week.
Nah, listen, this has got to be the last one. I'm out on MGM this week, so it's got to be the last one. It's got to be done. I know, sell the fight, but I'm sure this fight, the public's going to buy into this fight. It's definitely going to happen. I'll be game enough to say if this fight don't happen, I'll give 10 grand to a charity and let anybody pick it on Twitter if this fight don't come off. Even chuck injuries in. If this fight don't come off, I'll chuck 10 grand to charity, whoever wants it.
Alright, well, I'm going to touch some wood here because I want this fight to go ahead.
I was going to touch your balls.
Can you come down actually? Because this is really awkward holding up.
Well, I like to do an interview when I'm comfortable, so you have to adjust.
Alright. You said you didn't watch the fight between Chris Eubank and Tony Jetta from Saturday night.
Yeah, I didn't.
But you obviously sent a tweet out about it, so...
Well, listen, I get loads of people, WhatsApp me, did you see that, embarrassing, and, and to be fair, people who I don't even know, nothing about boxing, and they, if they can see it, what do the paying public know? They clearly know they're getting ripped off. He's like a market fighter, isn't he? He's like a Dagenham market sort of fighter, like he's all fake. They like to sell all fake goods. That's what they do. They sell him and he's a fake.
So we know obviously potential fight before the weekend is now confirmed for December 12th between Spike and Chris Eubank. In preparation for that, obviously he was fighting his first fight under Matchroom. So as an opponent, you said some comments in the press conference where you didn't really see that Tony Jetta should have been in the ring with Chris Eubank. Is that how you saw it?
Well, it happened to Andre Ward the other day. I think that the Board of Control, where for their governing bodies, denied an opponent because it was unfair contest. And I think really they should bring it in this law as well. To sell that to people, people's paying a lot of money, and just to flash off a couple of rounds. I mean, if he's in with a good fighter. As much as we dislike each other, he's done well, credit where it's due. But you don't get no credit for doing that. Not out of the amount of fights he's had as well.
A while ago when I spoke to you, you said that you'd bet anyone 10 grand that Gary Sullivan will knock out Chris Eubank Jr. That was before the fight.
Still out, Tom.
Still out, Tom. Before the fight was announced.
Yep.
You still see it the same? I'm not saying you're going to bet everyone 10 grand. I'm saying you still see it the same?
Well, first of all, if I was going to bet everyone 10 grand, that would be super rich, Coke. But I'll go to a certain extent that I'll have Eubank 10 grand, that Spike knocks him out, yeah.
You'll have a bet with Chris Eubank?
Yeah.
What makes you so confident? We've seen, obviously, Spike...
I think that, what makes
not
me
people
so
out in the past, but what makes you so confident?
What makes me so confident is that, Eubank, they're on about he's a boxer, he can box, he can't box. He tried to stand off and pick for me, and I could have done it with Blythenfold and done that. He's not a good boxer. He's tough and he comes forward and he has a go. Tough and go forward and have a go with Spike, could be the... and I'm sure I spoke to Spike today, funny enough, and he's feeling good. He's been over America sparring, Jermaine Taylor and that, so I'm sure he's getting some good experience himself.
Quote Billy Joe Saunders from a previous press conference. You said that Golovkin would beat you and Eubank on the same night. Yeah. You still think that?
Yeah. I think, listen, Golovkin's out on his own at the moment. Listen, people say, Billy Joe about Golovkin. Yeah, I think Golovkin's a super fighter. I do really think he's that good. He's going to go down history. Would I be frightened to fight him? No, I'll fight any man. But looking at it realistically, am I going to be the man to dethrone him? I don't think so. But if I got the job, I would go in believing I could, and knowing I could. But you got to talk realistic in boxing. I don't talk shit about we are the best. We see weaknesses in Golovkin and this and that. Matthew Macklin's a good fighter. You know, he made very easy work of that. Martin Murray, he just went in there and, you know, he done well to hang in there, but you know, he got beaten up for a few rounds. He's just one of them fighters, and they're good fighters, them boys.
But what is wrong with Chris Eubank says that Golovkin is the best at the weight, which everyone.
Because I'll tell you what it is.
But what's the problem? What's the problem with him wanting to fight the best? What is the problem with that?
There's no problem about wanting to fight the best. I want to fight the best. Everybody wants to fight the best, but you fight the best when you're in the right situation. I mean, if I was to come through and win the WBO title in 8 weeks' time, would I want to go straight and go, oh, let's go Golovkin? No. Or would I want some good publicity fights to get known more, to market myself more, then more ring experience, then get put in there with him in 18 months' time? Yes, that's what I would love, and earn a load of money on the way. That's my path. You know, when someone keeps calling him out and saying we see weakness, this is a shortcut to earn a quick few quid, which some people, the public know that, you know, he talks, you know, he's embarrassed himself even talking, but he's prepared to do that just in case that chance, the phone rings, oh yeah, come over. Now, he's prepared to take another loss for money where I'm not. I want to carry through my boxing career as undefeated and, you know, get recognised for doing good things. And, you know, boxing's about taking fights at the right time. Golovkin ain't the right time at the minute, he's destroying everybody. But if they offered me and said, would I fight him? Yes, I'll sit down at a table and we'd talk, definitely.
Saunders Golovkin 2016. You never know.
Yeah, maybe.
I was in the press conference. I saw one of your tweets the other day about the infamous Katie Hopkins with some comments on Travellers. Should I just read?
If you could read me out the tweet, please, Kogan, because to be honest with you, I'm not happy about that tweet. I'm not happy at all.
So this was not recent. This is from, I think, about a year ago. But I'll read the tweet out, and then you tell me what you think.
I know what I think.
I'll just read the tweet out so people are aware. So, Katie Hopkins wrote 21st of May 2014 at 3:08am. Sound like a court thing, yeah? Gypsies are not travellers. Travellers are people that commute to work or go on holiday. Gypsies are feral humans. We have no duty to them.
Can you just break feral down to me, please?
I don't know what feral means. I actually don't know what feral means.
Excuse me. Can I borrow you for 1 second, please?
Yeah, can you? I don't know what that
I'm going
means.
to clear it up first, then I'm going to give you a piece of my mind, what I think.
Right.
Can you break down the word feral?
What does feral mean?
Someone's a feral.
No, so I'll give you the context.
Right.
What we're trying to find out. What does it mean? Primitive.
Animalistic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, if someone's a feral.
Primitive.
See, that's what I mean.
Animalistic.
Oh, we're animals.
Feral
Yeah.
means wild.
Oh, so we're wild animals.
Right.
That's nice.
Right, thank you.
I think she's a slag.
Wow.
I honestly think she's a slag. I swear to God, she's a slag. And she's a scum off of my shoe. Seriously. I reckon that, I don't know, to be honest, that's offending me bad. Listen, Cougar, let me tell you.
Didn't you know that obviously,
No,
we didn't know, obviously
I
you
didn't.
didn't
So
know.
now
I
we're
didn't know what
animals.
feral meant.
See, now a person of her calibre, I can go to say that I think she's a whore. Oh, and don't cut this, please put it out. I think that, say that, listen, if I was to say that, right, let's give you an example, Kogan, right, where you from?
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka. If I was to go, Sri Lankans are animalistic,
Feral humans.
feral human beings. What would happen?
They'd be called a racist.
Yes, and she is a racist against travellers, and I really genuinely reckon, if I had her addressed, I would send travellers around her to dump a load of rubbish on her drive. Seriously, I would. And she's going to get in a lot of trouble for this. Seriously, because when travellers see this, and they see her, they're going to give her a lot of abuse over that.
So she says,
Do you know what?
we have no duty, so she's...
I feel sorry for her kids, to be honest, to let her here talk like that, and the spotlight that she's under. I feel very sorry for her kids growing to hate gypsies and travellers, and they don't even know them. Now, she's potentially putting a family in danger by saying that, because that's not on. That could turn to hate. I hate it now. Seriously, and every traveller who watches this, that'd be the same. And I think everybody, when they hear that, that's what I like to call diabolical.
Okay, well listen, I just saw you tweet from it, so I thought I'd ask you about it. You've.
I didn't really know what it meant, but now I know that.
I didn't. When I read it, I didn't understand what she meant by feral, but I do now.
Well,
I can understand what she
think
means
she's a
now.
scummy slut.
Are your comments?
Yep.
Okay. Well, Billy Joe Saunders, unless you've got anything else to add, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV.
Yep.
And we'll catch up with you soon.
Yep.
Good luck with your training in my bar.
Thank you very much. Are you coming out to my bar?
Might do. While you're in camp, might be an idea to come there for at least a day or two.
So you want to go out there for holiday? It's not going to happen.
No, not on holiday.
Do an interview like.
I probably won't, to be honest.
No, I said holiday. You said you're probably not going to go. So
I probably won't, to be honest, but
all right, Coop.
I know I'm welcome if I wanted to.
I know you are.
Cheers, Bill.
Laters, mate.
Thank you.
I'm off.
See you later, Bill.
See you later.